it still wasn't profitable. It lost about $130 million. The first quarter results sent shares of Twitter plummeting 9% yesterday, but Twitter's active user base did grow slightly from the previous quarter. That is your news by the numbers. Lisa, over to you.
All right, Randy, thank you. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. If you have a business, you may want to consider having at least one or all of those things. John Lincoln, a social media instructor at UC San Diego and a CEO of Ignite
Visibility and Marketing. Yeah.
Here to talk about all things social media. All right. So, you know, social media to a lot of folks is a little intimidating.
Sure.
But if you own a business, it's kind of at this stage of the game required, right?
I would say that it is. Yeah, having a social media presence allows you to reach out to some of the biggest communities in the world, right? So many people are on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Google+. So if those communities are there, you're going to want to make sure that you're creating content in order to inundate those communities, in order to reach out to those people, and to drive those people back to your website. So it's really not as scary, I think, as a lot of people might think that it is.
What's the first step that you would suggest to a business owner? What's the first step in getting involved and kind of dipping their toe in the social media pool?
I think you really need to have a blog. Blogging is critical, and it's at the center of everybody's social media strategy. So create a blog a couple times a week, and share those blog posts on Twitter, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, right? And that will allow you to drive people back to your website so that you can get more traffic. So it's about creating a blog, and then it's also about creating those core social media profiles and building those communities.
Let's talk about the social media community and how it turns into actual dollars for and visibility and eyeballs back to your business. I mean, in your experience, is it a huge number of people that they're going to gain?
So there's a couple different things going on here. There's traffic to your website, there's driving direct conversions to your website, and then there's also growing the size of the brand, right? Okay. So branding is very important. Just getting your face out there, making people kind of understand who your business is. So for us, I think it's very, very important that we're looking at all of those different aspects. But there are direct correlations between traffic and sales. And some of our clients have worked with some of the biggest social media presences in the world, right? We've built communities to hundreds of thousands of members, make a great amount of revenue from social media. So sure, you can drive revenue to your site.
Well, I would think that would be the bonus that most of these business owners are looking for. Now, where do they start? I mean, do they start, I know you said blogging, but I mean, is that where they start? Or do they start with a Twitter account? Do they start with a Facebook account? Or they just go full bore and do it all?
I really think you need to have a website first, right? So you need a website, you need a place to drive people to, right? So create the website, make sure that it's fairly optimized for SEO. We can talk about that in another segment, but fairly optimized for SEO. You have the keywords in the right place. Then we're going to want to create a blog, and then those social media sites, and everything kind of ties in together. One thing I'll tell you, a good tip for Twitter, say you don't have a lot of Twitter followers. Follow other people, interact with other people, and that's going to allow you to get more people to follow you back.
Sure. Yeah. All right, all good things to remember when you're trying to set up your social media for your own business. And yes, you're saying it does indeed create dollars for the business.
It can, absolutely, and it's important to be a part of, and I would recommend everybody, don't be afraid of it. Just take put your toe in the water, take a step in there, set up those profiles, give it a shot. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world if you tweet something incorrectly, right? And it's definitely something businesses should do.
All right, John, thank you so much for your insight. I'm sure lots of people will be calling you up for help with this.
Sure, absolutely.
All right, Brad Perry is live for us in Little Italy this morning, where Hoover High students are shadowing tech professionals. Easy for me to say, Brad. Hoover High.
Yes, I know. When we come back, we're going to talk with, of course, the control group and why they are getting involved with junior achievement and the students.